As firefighters continue their efforts across the state, leaders pause to honor the lives of 3 wildland firefighters killed on the front lines a week ago. The Willow Fire appears to be getting closer to the town of Leadville, prompting more evacuations. 9 News is live in Leadville with the latest. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm Shalima Maharaj. While the dip in temperatures and a change in the weather pattern have given crews some much needed help in the firefight, it is unfortunately not going to stay that way. Taking a live look outside right now, the scorching weather that we had this weekend will stick around and get even hotter as we head into the work week. Let's bring in 9 News Weather Impact Team Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin with the details. Hello, Kathy.
Hello. It is a beautiful summer day, minus the areas of smoke out there and the air quality, which is not great. Winds are lighter today, temperatures are warm, and a really pretty day up in areas like Copper Mountain. Fair amount of smoke, as we've seen, and cloud cover, and that smoke's going to kind of ebb and flow. Where you see the more vivid coloring is where the more dense smoke will reside, and we're going to be dealing with this smoke off and on for the next 72 hours. Temperatures today trending very warm, 96 downtown, 95 at DIA, and 98 in Grand Junction. Extremely dry, as you might know. We've been talking about that. We're also tracking a little bit of an increase in the wind around Monument Hill, Centennial, Watkins, and DIA. Thunderstorms tracking the chance for a few beneficial rain showers south of us, Castle Rock, Monument, Colorado Springs, nothing severe. We have had some wind reports along the Colorado-New Mexico line to 50, 60, almost 70 miles per hour. These are thunderstorm wind gusts. So wind and lightning, certainly not something that we want to see, but a brief shower is a possibility west and south of Denver moving through the evening. Fair skies tonight. A sunny day tomorrow, a hazy day with areas of smoke, and a 20% chance that we'll see showers again tomorrow. Temperatures in the upper 80s now will drop into the mid 70s by 10 o'clock. A very mild overnight period coming up. So your weather headlines include we're tracking those isolated storms tonight. Coming up, we'll have that wildfire smoke forecast and a look ahead to a chance for rain in July.
Well, thanks so much for that, Kathy. We'll check back in with you later. Turning our attention now to new evacuations with the Willow Fire burning near Leadville. It has also prompted the closure of the local airport. Now, the fire has burned around 4,000 acres, and firefighters are slowly making progress on containment. And just within the last hour, FEMA funding was authorized for firefighting efforts. Our 9 News reporter Janelle Finch joins us live from Leadville with more on those evacuations. Janelle.
Shalima, we've been here all afternoon just watching this fire move and shift with the winds. The county has issued evacuations, new mandatory evacuations every single day for the last 3 days. And today, county officials ordered people living in trailers to leave. The Willow Fire has been burning and growing for 7 days. From the town of Leadville, it's hard to miss.
You know, we're all taking it pretty seriously up here.
Sunday, Lake County officials issued new evacuations that included the Lake Fork community. It's not where Greg Gordon lives.
This is Goose.
But it is where his horse lives.
He's family. He's family for sure.
Gordon says Goose stays on a pasture just beyond the trailer park. When evacuations were ordered, he had to get him out.
Well, he was freaking out because all the other horses were freaking out, and he didn't want to get in the trailer.
He's waiting on a friend to bring a bigger trailer to help move Goose.
He's a 1,000-pound animal, you know. You're not muscling him anywhere. He'll muscle you, so.
Gordon says a fire in his town isn't surprising.
You know, the mountains probably look like that most of the winter.
But he knows it takes everyone to protect the lands that make Leadville special.
We're worried more about the people that are up there camping and stuff like that.
Firefighters haven't confirmed what caused the Willow Fire to spark. But Gordon knows whatever damage is done, his community will bounce back.
And we're a different kind of people. I mean, we live at high elevation and we're used to adversity, you know? So we'll see, huh, buddy? The Red Cross says around 400 additional homes were ordered to be evacuated today. Volunteers estimate about 2,000 people were asked to leave their homes. Now, we do know that the Red Cross has restructured their shelters a little bit, so now one is open in Buena Vista as well as Edwards, and we do know that people are staying there tonight. Live in Leadville, Janelle Finch, 9 News.
All right, thank you so much for reporting, Janelle. Meanwhile, in Custer and Pueblo counties, the Aspen Acres fire has not grown in size since yesterday, but its containment has grown to 13%, and that is at least some good news. While the evacuation and fire zone includes the area where Bishop Castle is, today we are learning the castle is untouched as of now. There are currently 800 people working on that fire, and more are on the way. CAL FIRE posting these videos of crews as they make their way to Colorado to help fight the fire. Now, today, it was also announced that more than 80 Colorado National Guard members are heading there to help Pueblo County sheriffs with managing traffic control points for evacuated areas. In Ouray, the Gold Mountain fire has now burned more than 26,000 acres uncontained. Steep and rugged terrain has prevented firefighters from constructing fire line directly on the fire front in the Baldy Peak area. Right now, more than 800 personnel are working the fire. Now, the cause is still under investigation. Today, flags flew at half-staff in honor of the 3 wildland firefighters killed while fighting another immense wildfire last week. Our 9 News reporter Rachel Krause joins us now with the latest on the memorial service that was held earlier today. Rachel.
Yeah, 3 firefighters were killed and 2 others hurt while fighting the Knowles fire that later connected with the Snyder fire in western Colorado. Today, people from around the country came to Grand Junction to remember those lives lost. Sydney Watson, Nick Hutcherson, and Emily Barker. The 3 were part of the U.S. Forest Service rifle habitat crew when they were killed last weekend while fighting the wildfire raging on the Colorado-Utah border. Today, they're being remembered for how they lived. The U.S. Wildland Fire Service Chief Brian Fennessy shared stories of the firefighters. He says 38-year-old Emily Barker was joyful and funny, a prankster on her crew, and a natural leader. 27-year-old Nick Hutcherson was a U.S. Navy veteran working to become a doctor of physical therapy. 27-year-old Sydney Watson dreamed of being a firefighter as a child, finding joy exploring and working outdoors. Fennessy says Emily, Sydney, and Nick showed up for their fellow firefighters in their communities. Now their memory lives on in those who knew them.
I want to thank the families for the sacrifices you made so that Sydney, Emily, and Nick could follow their hearts into public service. It has made a difference. It has saved lives. It has created joy, and above all, a legacy that will forever be a part of who we are and what we do.
The Snyder fire hit more than 30,000 acres. It's now 95% contained as of this morning. It's not yet known what started the fire. Rachel Krause, 9 News.
All right, thanks so much for that, Rachel. We appreciate it. Well, we have a full list of the wildfires currently burning across our state, as well as evacuations listed on our website. That is 9news.com. Text the word wildfires to the number on your screen, and we will text you back with a link to the story. A man is in the hospital after being shot by a Denver police officer today. Police were called to the area of 50th and Washington for reports of a man harassing and threatening people. Police say when they arrived, they saw he had a 12-inch kitchen knife and ordered him to drop it, but he ran. They chased him down to 50th and Federal when they say he turned and approached the officers, and one of them shot him several times. He was taken to the hospital. We do not know how serious his condition is tonight. Thornton police are investigating after a person was shot and killed overnight. Just before 2 a.m., officers responded to a call for a shooting at a house party near East 91st Avenue and Monroe Street, next to Meadow Community School. They found a 44-year-old man outside the home who had been shot. He was taken to a hospital where he later died. If you have any information, you're asked to contact Thornton police. Well, State Representative Scott Bottoms was rushed to the hospital this weekend. His official social media account posted that he was taken to the hospital after experiencing symptoms from what he thought was exhaustion. The post said it turned out to be connected to dangerously high diabetic blood sugar levels. Bottoms spent most of the day in the hospital yesterday, but as of last night, the post said his levels were coming down. We reached out to his team and they confirmed he is still in the hospital tonight.